You're too nice to be respected. In order to earn respect, you as a person need to be able to stand for something. You need to be able to value and respect yourself first before you expect somebody to respect and value you. You tend to hide behind people that are a little bit more confident and sure of themselves. Instead of showcasing your authentic self, you tend to minimize your thoughts and your opinions and devalue yourself. And you tend to be agreeable to people when you really want to say, no, I don't agree with this, or I don't see it that way. There is a huge difference between somebody who's being kind versus somebody who's being nice. Somebody who's being kind is someone that is standing for something. They stand up for people. If somebody's getting bullied, they're going to be there to make sure everybody knows what their stance is. They're not going to hide behind the lines and just watch it happening. They're going to do something about it. They're going to take some sort of action. Somebody who's nice, and again, I have been this person for so long, so there is no shame or guilt in being nice. But what happens then, let me explain to you the difference. But somebody who is nice is someone who is agreeable, right? They're not going to truly stand up for whatever they believe in. And this really starts when you're unable to keep your own word to yourself. When you say, hey, I'm going to do XYZ today, but you do something completely the opposite of that. Being nice could be, let's say you have a friend that is constantly talking bad about other people and you just continuously agree with that person and you're like, yeah, you're right. But in reality, you know that that's just a bunch of BS. And you know that she's being super critical, she's being super judgmental, but because you don't want to make a wave, you don't want to make her upset, you don't want to disappoint her, you don't want her to stop being your friend, you continuously agree with her. That is being nice. And I need you to stop that shit, because you might think, oh, well, it's just a friend. And, but what we fail to understand is that this way of thinking follows you around. The jobs that you get, the money that you're able to earn, the partners that you attract in your life. A lot of us want great jobs. We want great partnerships, but we still do not know what the hell we bring to the relationship, to the job. We don't know what our value is. And when we don't know what our value is, we tend to diminish our talents, our gifts. We do not see the gifts and divinity that is within us. And so then we attract these kind of people that are using us because they need validation, right? And you're that nice person that is validating them. But sometimes you're validating the fucking devil. And so the first thing that I would like you to do to be a respectable person is to stop explaining yourself. When you say no is a full sentence. No. Would you like to do that? I'm sorry, I'm not available. And silence. A lot of us, we don't know, and myself included, I struggle with this a lot. You say something and then you fucking stop. You don't continue talking. You say, I'm not available. And then you wait for the other person to speak. You do not need to say, I'm not available because, my daughter is this. And then I'm sorry, but I'll do it next time. I have to take a... Stop explaining yourself. And a lot of the times that energy deters other people. They see that you're just over explaining yourself. You don't truly value yourself. And they might not do it consciously. It might be so super unconscious. And that happened to me a lot of times where I would want somebody to be my friend so freaking bad that they literally would not want to be my friend because I am trying so freaking hard. And I learned, again, this is from my own trauma and wounds, because again, a lot of the behaviors that you're showcasing are coming from experiences in your childhood, right? So for example, for me, the first relationship that I had with a woman is my mother. And so I had to constantly prove myself to earn her love. And so guess what I do now? Well, I'm working on it, so we're better. But this is what I used to do. I used to try to make people love me so freaking bad because I don't truly love myself. I don't truly know if I can actually add value to that person. So I beg people, I plead people, please, come on, let's do this. And that is exactly how you lose respect, firstly, for yourself. Because again, every relationship, everything that is happening in your life is a perception. It's created right here. It's not, I know we think it's happening, but we are creating these narratives in our minds, and it all comes down to our wounds. That is why understanding and healing your wounds is so important. And maybe you were taught as a child that when you suppress your voice, that is when your parents are going to love you and respect you. But as soon as you say how you feel about a subject, they make you feel bad about it. They diminish you, diminish your value. They try to change your opinion or perspective. So you think like, why should I even bother? Like, who the hell, like, no one is even listening to me. So why does it matter? Let me just follow the crowd. Let me just get in relationships where people don't truly see my value, because that is what I have seen growing up. That is what makes me feel comfortable, because it is familiar to me. So again, I'm not saying that it is all your fault, but I'm saying it is now your objective in life, your responsibility to see yourself and be like, wait, I do have a pattern of XYZ. I do have a pattern of getting in abusive, unhealthy relationships. I do have a pattern of asking for less than what I deserve in a job. So all of these things, they follow you around. They don't just dissipate because you're now in a different room or a different person, you're speaking to a different person. And secondly, what I would like you to do is I would like you to let people get disappointed with you. Because guess what? This is what growing up and being an adult is all about. A lot of people are going to be disappointed in you. They're not going to agree with you. They're going to think that the path that you're on is totally vile and totally, you're going to hell or whatever, their thought processes. So understand that it is okay if your mother, father, friend, sister, cousin, uncle, aunt, whatever, is disappointed in you. That is their crap to deal with. It is not your shit to deal with. So allow people to react in whichever way that they find safe for them, because that is them. And I remember when I was telling my parents about the decision of me to get the divorce, and they both were so disappointed in me. They were hurt. I could see they were hurt. They were confused. They wanted to just fix it. They wanted to fix it all back together. They wanted to make it all good and happy and smooth the tension. And if I truly was a people pleaser and I really wanted to make my parents happy, which thank God I don't, then I would have abandoned myself again, and I would have not listened to my voice and what I'm observing. I would have totally disregarded my emotions and my feelings as a human being. And that is why understanding that you will disappoint people. They don't understand you. They don't freaking get where the hell you're going. And that is okay. So stop trying to fix somebody's emotion and how they feel. Stop apologizing for your standards. They are your standards. They are your boundaries. Stick with them. Because the moment that you value somebody else's opinion over your voice, guess what you're doing? You are abandoning and disrespecting and devaluing yourself. Okay? When you go to buy a car, let's just say you go to buy a Tesla. Do you think that Tesla is going to bend backwards to sell you a car? No, they're not. They have a specific system. They have standards in place that you have to adhere to. And when you don't, you're unable to buy the car. Think of yourself like a freaking Tesla. And life will be so much more easier. Tesla is not going to apologize for its standards, but that's up to you to make the decision. And if you truly want to respect yourself and you want to earn respect, you need to learn this 2-letter word, which is my favorite. No. No is a full sentence. No. Can you do this? No. Are you available to do this? No. And then you stop talking and then you shut the hell up. I'm sorry, but that doesn't work for me in my schedule. When you're doing things in life in order to please other people, when your cup is empty, then that is again when you're disrespecting yourself. And guess what? That is going to lead to more people disrespecting you. So I just want you to ask yourself, do you respect yourself? Or do you need to start earning that respect? And that is okay if you need to earn your respect, because a lot of us, myself included, I had to work on this. Because I'm like, how can somebody respect me if I don't even respect myself? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Well, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that these videos are helping you in any way. If they are, let me know down below. Message me on Instagram, connect with me. I would love to get to know you. And if this video resonated with you, please don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel. And also, if you're tired of choosing relationships or situations in where you need to shrink yourself in order to be respected, and you would like to experience love where you don't have to shrink yourself, then apply for a private clarity session. The link is down below or in my bio. I wish you guys all the love, success, prosperity, and I'll see you guys in my next one.